Kim is our guide today, or was our guide today, and she was phenomenal. I definitely know that we had like a plan this morning, and you know, when you're catching fish, things don't always go as planned, right, Kim?
That's exactly right.
So, kind of tell me what you were thinking this morning when we were getting on the boat.
We had a morning after a full moon. I knew that if we found a bite, it was going to be early, and it just didn't come together for us. Then kind of started to look at that midday bite, and we worked some drop-offs in the vicinity of drains, and we caught some little fish. We worked water that had bait. It looked great. It just wasn't happening for us. So as of noon, we didn't have a fish in the box. We came back out, and we saw some opportunity of some bait, some birds working over in some guts. We picked up a few there. Don't be afraid not to catch a fish, and just keep trying. Just keep trying till you find something that comes together. It doesn't always go as planned, and you have to have some backup plans. And we ended up on F or G plans.
You get a lot of timers for waiting, right?
I do. I've got one right here.
Right. So, and she did awesome today.
Sure did.
Do you ever throw any bait?
I have thrown bait in my lifetime. I have. It's just not. I have no issue with bait. I think people should use whatever they want to use and whatever they have confidence in. For me, that's artificial.
Yeah.
And I don't throw bait because I don't have to.
Right.
And it's just that simple. I enjoy the challenge of an artificial. I enjoy tricking a fish into eating. I fish them all year long, and I really don't know it any different. From the time I was a little girl, my parents wouldn't buy us any bait. They gave us a cast net and a box of Cordell's and spoons and said, you can either catch your own or you can learn to use the artificial. So I don't know it any different.
Right. So I did notice that you were using MirrOlures today. I see them in your pocket. Kind of what's your decision? You know, like this morning you pulled out some color and you're like, this is, it's lures that I've never even used before, and I had a down south on. You kind of rigged us all up, and then what are your thoughts on what makes you choose specific lures that morning?
That's a great question. First of all, let me say down south lures are fantastic lures. I have stood next to many a good fisherman that's outfished me with them, so you certainly can't go wrong there. Magic Grass, a great down south lure. MirrOlure is my preference. I love them. They make several profiles in a watermelon red. It's a color I have a ton of confidence in, no matter what the watercolor is.
Right.
Today, when I realized immediately that our bite was going to be a little tougher, the first thing I did was downsize our baits. So we used a rat tail for most of the day. I think we've been finding menhaden in their bellies still this time of year, and so that is what led me to choose a rat tail over a paddle tail, and they seem to be willing on it. When the bite's tough, just rummage around and get you the smallest lure you can. If all you have is a 5-inch, cut the end off and re-thread it on and fish with a smaller one. Sometimes that can make all the difference.
So my last question would be, what do you say as being a woman, that's a guide, obviously you are outnumbered in this industry, what do you say to other women as far as just fishing or wanting to become a guide? Like, what are your thoughts? Just go after it, study it, come fish with you? I mean, what would you have to say to that?
If there's any woman watching this that wants to be a guide, I think you should go for it. Is it going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort? Yes. Do I work my rear off at it? Absolutely. If I don't have a trip, I'm out here scouting around to see what's where and what the water's doing and where the fish are, are landing, where the bait's headed. So this is I go to work every day, whether I have a charter on my boat or not.
I think the biggest thing people tell me all the time is, well, I don't know what's in the water. I don't know what's out there. But you made a comment to me this morning that I think was perfect about going to the beach with your family. So kind of what would you say to someone who's maybe hesitant to wade fish?
I think that's a natural reaction, just a human reaction. You can't see sometimes the bottom, and you just kind of have to have a little bit of faith. Start slow. Start slow. Yes, there are a lot of very good wade fishermen that power wade and cover some area with artificials, and that's one of the benefits of an artificial. You can cover some territory, but when you're starting, just go slow. Take it slow. Get in an area you're comfortable in. You'll be surprised how quickly you adjust. I've literally had waders that I wasn't sure they were going to get out of the boat, and within a few hours I'm saying slow down, wait for me. So you adjust quickly, but just put yourself in an area to start with that you're comfortable in. Don't do anything you're not comfortable with, and just ease into it. You definitely increase your odds of a successful trip. It allows you to cover more territory. It allows you to spread out. Whereas if you just stay on the boat, you are limited to just that 21 feet of boat and where we can drift over. So that's always a good thing, and allows you to fish deep or shallow. But if you're just starting out, take it slow. Take it slow. Get some good equipment. Get some good shoes.
For sure.
It doesn't have to be an expensive pair of shoes. Just get you some good foot protection and some
Shovel those feet.
Shuffle those feet. Don't walk backwards, and just take it slow, and remember to have fun. This is supposed to be fun, and if your only gauge of fun is a limit or catching fish or catching a certain size of fish, you're really missing out. Just look around. You ought to pan this camera. It is absolutely stunning out here, and the fish are a bonus. So just have fun. That's my best advice.
Awesome.